Howdy, hey guys. So now I'm going to go around sticking stickers on geocaches. So this is one I found before that I put a trackable in back in the end of October. It's actually still in there right now. But anyway, I'm going to put a sticker on it because I think it would fit really good with one. So now I got a SMK sticker on it. So now I'm going to put it back. I was going to do JW's first since he gave me his first to put in geocache, but I got a better one I think that would fit this better. Like, it would fit this on here, but I feel like this is a better sticker for this specific bottle. And I got a different one that I want to put this one on. So once I get there, then I'll record it, because I think that's going to be the next one I go to. So this actually was not the container I was thinking of, but it was actually on the way to the one I was going to go to. This is one that I stopped at back in October when I was releasing trackables. And this trackable actually got picked up by one of the local players. He has not yet released it, but I am actually going to drop a trackable that I picked up last week in this container. So they still have the same logbook in here that was here last time I was here, and it was still wet, and as you can probably tell, it's kind of frozen. Like, the container itself is in nice condition, it's just some water got inside. So I'm still in. Actually, there's not enough room in this container for the trackball because it has the dock on it. So I gotta find a different place to do that. So time for the next one. So I'm at a geocache in a cemetery, which supposedly has a trackball in it, but it is not in there. I did leave a note on the trackable, but I am going to leave a different trackball in there that I found a little while ago. And there are two more geocaches in here, so I'm going to find those really quick. And I did leave a sticker on this one too. So this is not my first time here at the cemetery. It's like one I like to come and see what happens and stuff. It's from the 1800s. I guess it opened up in the 1800s. Something that I thought was a little like odd is that so they have this one gate right here which has no doors, like no actual gates, and this is only open from sunrise to sunset. The second entrance, which does have gates but they stay open, and this is the third entrance, which they always keep closed, and they don't pave this particular part. You can see that snow pile. I don't know if you can tell. It's like right before the path of the middle gates, which are the ones that keep open. But this is generally the older part of the cemetery. Like, you do see people who are from the early 1900s here. So maybe that's why. And I know those are old outhouses. I'm not exactly sure what that is though. And there's even that cement spot right there. And the gates are flying down. The fencing, I mean. As you can see, the path is paved, plowed, I mean. And then they stop right here, which is, this is the only drivable path to the closed gates. And then they have paths going that way. There's not one going to the right, although it is more hilly down there, so maybe that's why they don't have it over there. I'm kind of wondering why they keep that one closed and don't really make it accessible to the cars. But it is, like I said, a lot of the older people, so 1889 to 1939. So maybe that's why. But they do still bury some new people in this area though, because like you can see here, The person passed away in 2017, and his wife is still alive. So I don't know. That's 1924, 1978. I've always wondered how much something like this would cost, because I kind of figure it can't be that cheap. Especially if you even have that big headstone right there like that. And then this one right here. It's rather interesting. The cache I'm trying to find right now had some history in the description. So in 1967, the cemetery was closer to Route 45, which is in that direction. And they just recently rerouted 45 to make it a little farther away. The new part of the road that was originally 45 is now called Old Route 45. So I don't know why they moved it, but it just moved a portion of it a little farther away. But then in 1969, they moved over 80 bodies to this location, which I'm guessing like a lot of the people right over here. And this was originally a farm. The cache I'm trying to find right now had some history in the description. So in 1867, the cemetery was farther in this direction, close to Route 45. They recently rerouted 45, so it's like a little farther away now. They still have the original section, which they're now calling Old Route 45. So they started putting people here in 1867, and then in 1869, this was officially a cemetery. But yeah, the cache I'm trying to find should be in this approximate spot right here. There's some really nice woods here in the back right there. It's actually just that the association was formed in 1869, but it was incorporated in 1883. They do have this spot right here paved, only it goes to right about here. And then the rest is all grass. Looks like someone was driving on the grass though. So I'm not finding this one. I know it's not in the birdhouse, sure. It's micro-sized. And I'm almost positive it might be a magnetic one that's stuck to the fence. But I'm just not seeing it right now. So for the moment, I am going to go find the next one, which is farther down the cemetery. The fence here is kind of beat out a lot because it's even missing some spots. You can still see the main stems, but the one's stuck inside the tree. So I'm guessing that's been like that for a while. Look how nice that is back there. Notice this one fence section right there. Like I said, this is from the 1800s, so it's definitely seen quite a few days, you know. I'm guessing that they don't care enough to put up new fences, so. I'm not exactly sure what this was for. See a little chimney right there. There's the door and a window. They have windows on the other two sides as well. They have this steel pipe coming out this much. The only thing I can think of is maybe that's how they cremated people back in the day. But I'm not exactly sure. So if anyone knows, that'd be cool if you could tell me. They have like a little stone walkway coming up this way. just buried in the snow. Man, it's slippery. Okay. It says Milburn Cemetery. And then I do know that at least once they have arrested people here for digging up old bodies. And I know this one's an old outhouse though. And the only reason is because this one had fallen off. So you can see inside. But yeah, I'm still curious what that is. So this is like where they have all the older cemeteries. I find it a little interesting how they have this little brick statue here. Maybe back in the day this was where one of the entrances were, but I don't think so. Could be possible, but anyway, the geocache is farther this way. Actually, didn't realize this before, so this right here was actually a drivable path one time. It's not paved. You can see it looks like a ramp with that little stone thing on the side. And then you can kind of see this little stone spot right here. It looks like it just goes up here. If you look closely, you can kind of see where there would be a path going up to the gate right there. It's not really that my cemetery's in this spot. It's more up on the side of the hill right there. It could be just how the snow melted, they could see the path, but this one has doors and a person gate. So I just thought it was a little interesting. It goes along our Milburn Road right here. It looks like it was actually closed right there. It's actually wired shut. I just think this is rather interesting. But the geocache should be right over here in the corner. So I haven't found this one either. First off, I thought that was kind of interesting because that should not be like that. I've even been looking up along like these rail guards and that sign. I haven't found the geocache yet. So, like this one is also a micro one, which just means it's really small. So it's totally understandable if you don't find it. So I think I might get going from here. I will come back in the future to try and find the two micro ones I could not find today. But yeah, I kind of want to grab a metal detector and probably go out in this woods and try and find some. I can find anything around here. I think that would be kind of cool to see because this is not a new place. So I might be lucky and find something new. I find something that's been buried for a while. As you can see, there's like a grass path and it does lead straight to the paved section up there. I do know some of these are like really old and you see people born before America was even a country. You see a died 1857, up for 12 years. That's another one. See, I wonder who pays for new headstones like this. Like 1767 to 1851. Like this definitely has not been there since 1851. So I wonder who is the one who's paying for the new headstones. Like maybe their great grandchildren or something, but That I do not know.